All right, Shalom. It's your brother Quashab coming back at you with another lesson. Now, before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekach, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught me the true rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe in the gospel, and may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right. And, I just want to get into a quick lesson. Pretty much going into learning how to use wisdom, all right, or utilize wisdom to finesse, all right. And, the brothers did a lesson on this a couple years back, going into finessing the world, a real edifying lesson. But it was something one of the bros said at camp, all right, is, said, man, you got to learn how to use guile, all right, when people try to get over on you, all right, or people try to get one up on you, you got to use discernment, okay? And ultimately, you got to use guile, all right? Now, let me get this word guile since I said that, right? So it says deceit, wild, fraud, rust, trickery, all right? Trick, when the serpent, all right, which was Esau Edom was in the garden with Eden with Eve, he beguiled her, all right? It says to delude by artifice, right? To entertain with pastimes, all right? Which it goes back to what? Trickery, all right? To use ruse or trickery, man, And this is what, something, you have to learn how to use, all right, in the truth, all right? Use it at your job, all right? Use it dealing with people in the world, man, all right? Not any a sense of wickedness, all right, but for righteous sake, right? For, let's say you got camp on Saturday, man. You go for a job interview, you tell them you got another job on Saturday, right? In which, this is a true work, but hey, I work this other job Saturday, Saturday evenings, I go to 3, so I can't work on Saturday. It's just simple things, such as that, right? And things that's going to help you, all right, move forward and be better off in the truth, right? You got conference calls on a certain day, right? Classes and things that you want to make. Hey, I can work a morning. You just have to have your certain stipulations, all right, things in the play. This is just me using the example of a job, right? It's far more of the things that you can apply, utilize wisdom, right? And I'm going to just get a few accounts, all right? But, the prophets, okay, the prophets utilizing guile, all right, utilizing wisdom, okay, to get over on people, man. All right, because that's not unrighteous, man. All right, and it's not just, being an all day finesser. All right, that's not what I'm saying. It's just to use this to be better off, man. All right, that's why I had this 1 Corinthians 7:31. It says that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world pass it away. All right, and that key word is use. All right, you can still got, man, we could use the world, man. All right, I ain't talking about going scamming banks and shit, but we can use the world, man. All right, you got to use it, just don't abuse it, right? It says to receive a loan, borrow, to take for one's use, all right, to make use of a thing, you see? All right, so you have to make use of it, man. All right, don't abuse it, you see? All right, use it in ways that you can benefit from it, all right, so that you can continue to please Yahweh by Shemel Shai, man, but I'm gonna start with this one in Acts, right? It's Acts 23. And this is a council, all right, with Paul, and ultimately, when the Jews were, brought him up on, bullshit charges, basically, all right, and he was brought before the Pharisees and the Sadducees, right? Now, I'll read it, start at verse 6. It says, but when Paul perceived that the one part were Sadducees and the other Pharisees, he cried out to the council, men and brethren, I am a Pharisee, the son of a Pharisee, of the hope and resurrection of the dead. I am called in question, right? Because he noticed that they were, some were Pharisees, some were Sadducees, and that would do what? Cause a division, right? And that will ultimately, buy him more time, all right? Buy him time to, get out of there, man, right? It says, and when he had said, there arose a dissension, okay, division. It says between the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and the multitude was divided, right? And that's using Guile, right? Noticing, oh, these are Pharisees and Sadducees. If I say this, then, they'll be divided and they won't come against me. You see, I have one on my side, okay, and one against me, rather than having all against me. You see, that's using Guile, right? Using wisdom. Scriptures tell you in Colossians 5, they're walking wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time, all right? Because we're going to actually have to be a point in time to where you're actually you're going to you have to use wisdom, all right? You're going to have to discern between decisions to be made, you see? And we have accounts like this throughout the scriptures, all right, that shows us what decisions we need to make, you see? Now, let me get this word finesse, right? Now, it says a refinement or delicacy of workmanship, structure, or texture, right? A skillful handling of a situation. Adroit maneuvering, all right? See, the example says she handled the interview's questions with finesse, all right? And this is what we have to do. Use skill, all right? The scriptures tell you wisdom raineth down skill, all right? So, hey, man, we have to use the wisdom, you see? Excuse me. All right. Now, it says, skillful handling of a situation. So when different situations arise, all right, Jacob's trouble, all right, being brought before kings and governors and princes, as it says in Matthew, all right, as Yahushua told us, hey, man, we may have to use God, all right, and may have to use wisdom, all right, even though the Lord said he's going to give us a heart and he's going to answer, put it in our hearts what to say, roughly paraphrasing. You're still going to have to use wisdom, man, But, just a real quick lesson. I was kind of just meditating on it and just like, man, it's coming point in time that we actually are going to have to utilize wisdom, all right? In the book of Quashab, I don't want to be a part of that righteous number. There'll be accounts of me utilizing wisdom, you see? As it is this account of Paul, all right? And also, what is that account of King David, man? All right, 1 Samuel 21. All right, and there's more accounts, but, I just wanted to get, these are two I thought of straight to the point. All right, 1 Samuel chapter 21, 13 and 12. Verse 12. I start at 11. All right, it says, and the servants of Achish said unto him, is not this David the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dances, saying, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s? All right, so was David heard them, talking to the king about this is, King David, who they said killed tens, thousands of men. All right. It says, and David laid up these words in his heart and was so afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. All right. So I'm going to read an NLT after I read the KJV. It says, and he changed his behavior before them and feigned himself mad in their hands and scribbled on the doors of the gate and let his spittle fall down his bed. So he pretended to be insane, man, scratching on doors and drooling down his bed. All right, he started acting. He had to use guile, you see? He had to use trickery, all right? Because if he didn't, they was going to do what? They was going to kill him, man. You see? This is what a prime example, brothers always reference of using guile, man, using trickery, using wisdom. Okay, this is a prime example of using wisdom. All right, because look at what the king said. It says, then said Achish unto his servants, lo, you see the man is mad. Wherefore then have ye brought him to me? Have I need of mad men, that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? shall this fellow come into my house? Yeah, man. So he said, you know, finally King, NLT, it says, finally King Achish said to his men, must you bring me a madman? We already have enough of them around here. Why should I let someone like this be my guest? All right, he didn't want no dealings with him, man. But if David was to act normal and say, oh, I'm King David, all right, he would have probably killed him, man, you know. But that was pretty much the point, man. You know, I don't want to that was edifying, man. Till next time, I say shalom.